And I think that we miss that sometimes in leadership. Because we have authority and because we have power and because we're granted, power by these businesses and these large entities, we feel powerful, and it causes us to act in a way that's less influential and more about authority. And authority is necessary and it's great. But I'll tell you when authority is really powerful is when we can align it with influence. I have influence and I have influenced your life, and I'm going to use the authority I have not to break you, but to help you and to lift you up. It's an entirely different message. It's an entirely different leadership style, and people hear it. So I'll share this last thought with you, and one of the most difficult conversations, and I share this a lot in my book and when I speak, but it's this idea that these principles are elementary. So many, I cannot even tell you how many senior leaders and people who are they're very smart, very capable. They run large, businesses and large organizations. They're just very, very intelligent people. So it's not and maybe that's the issue. I don't know, but they see these ideas as really elementary and really primitive. And when I coach people that have got a long way, and maybe that's you. Maybe you're listening to this and you're like, yeah, you know what? I'm an executive director and I'm listening to this guy on YouTube, and what the heck does he know? And he doesn't understand. And or I'm a CEO or a vice president. But here's what I hear this a lot when I will try to share these ideas. People will say to me, they'll say, well, you know what? I'm here. And I got all the way here by not doing what you're saying. And that's really hard because it's hard when the data shows that path, that trend line yields that output. So when y equals mx plus b, right? I get this every single time. And they follow this curve, but they extrapolate this idea that says all the data in the future will follow this same curve. And that's where we make the mistake. The world is changing. People are changing. There are new generations that are coming into the workforce. The most searched word, the word of the year for Merriam-Webster's dictionary in 2023 was authenticity. Wow, that's what people are looking for. And if, let's say you're lucky enough and you did get there and you've been doing this for 20, 25 years and didn't really care about anybody but yourself, and that's possible. We have a lot of people that have made it very far doing that. But the question is to really get the transformation and the growth that you want, to really get the top talent coming out of these new generations that are searching for things and looking for things like authenticity. Is that going to get you there? And I can tell you right now that the curve is changing. It's absolutely changing. The line is changing. And if you're using that trend and you're saying that's the data and that's the line, be careful, because that line is changing. And I'll tell you this. Acuff says on page 17, he has this statement, and I wrote it down here. It's really good. He says, learning to drive a car does not equip me to drive a spaceship. It's awesome. No, it does not. And that line that goes from zero to wherever we are does not guarantee that is the same line. It may be a spaceship from here going forward. We don't know. That's the unknown. That's the world we live in. That's the change that we don't always understand. And the other thing he says is it's harder. The only thing harder than starting something new is stopping something old. And this is why I don't sell these ideas as easy. This is why I don't sell these ideas as elementary, because I don't think they're elementary and I don't think they're easy.